Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today I have set up playing review for the game Maui. Now this is an abstract strategy game. It's set in Maui because it's 4 letters long, and Next Move like to set their games like Azul, which is the same illustrator, Chris Williams. Now, I mentioned my prior video that had my unboxing teaser trailer preview over video that I have interviewed these designers back in 2018 for a different game, for a different publisher. And in this game in Maui, we're going to have towels. We're trying to align these towels. There is set collection that can go on in this game. It's a game for 2 to 4 players. It does come with a crab variant. I won't be talking to you about that in this game. And there we are, we have a cloth bag, which I mentioned before, some towel pieces, some sand dollars, some -1 tokens, a start playing marker, and your colours. So let's start by setting up the market and also taking a respective colour. Let's go with blue. Okay, so everything else can go away. I'll just show you one person's board because there's not too much interaction between everyone else's players. So that's my board. I'm going to place it down here. Again, if you were watching this as a short, you'd now be watching this as a full video. So if you did check it out in future, make sure you head back. You're now going to have your sand market. So this is going to be how much things are going to cost. And it is recommended having it so that you have the value at the top here representing a bit of shells. Lastly, we need a scoring track. So depending if you're playing with expansion, you need an extra one. So you're going to bring this out as well. Any questions, please let me know in the comments of YouTube at best. So there we go. We can now lay it out as such. So we have got the scoring track. We have got where we're going to populate some items. And we have our items down here, which represents how we're going to be placing out our towels. So why towels? No idea why. So you're going to place this. It's going to go face up facing you. Everyone is going to place a mirror image of this. So if you're sat opposite, you're going to be placing it like this. And as you can see, that is how your towels are placed out. So you're always viewing it from the perspective of actually what you're going to be playing out. Any questions, please let me know in the comments are best in YouTube because this is shown elsewhere. And there are occasionally competitions, but they are time sensitive. So keep heading back through to make sure you are up to date. So there we go. We have the tiles out here. You're also going to place out, again, we're playing blue, remember? So you're placing out one of your tiles and your shells at the bottom. And as you place out tiles, you're able to move these up. You also have these various items over here. So initially pick them up and place them face down. So let's just move these around. Doesn't matter where they go, and place them out as such. So you can also, as I grab everything out of the little box here. So this is going to go in my abstract strategy playlist. You'll also find this AmassGames playlist, the family weight playlist, and also the how to set up play and review playlist. There may well be some more as well as time goes on, but as far as I'm aware, that is pretty much where we'll place it. This game was opened in this order compared to other games, and this was purchased, it was ordered, where was it, the UK, no, this was at the Spiel Fair 2022. You'll also find my playlist related to that. You'll find some crab tokens, that's for expansion, don't worry about them. Also chuck out, the last thing that's going on. Now you're going to do is going to flip these over. So I mentioned about set collection. As you place out tiles, you may well actually uncover or cover over these lots, and basically they're going to go over here. I'll explain how it works in a second. So everyone takes 1 sand dollar, and whoever last went to the beach takes first player marker. So let's just say that's me, and you're going to take a sand dollar each. You can be paying them here. So I've got 1 sand dollar. What can I do? Well, here's the market. Let's say I go first. I'm trying to match up these locations. So this one matches up a little bit because it's a pink one with some fishes. This one matches up in 2 locations. So for now, I'll just do that. And on my turn, I do this. What happens? Well, I get 2 things matching. This means it's movement, it's not points, which is a little confusing. There's a little arrow, so it's 1. So I move 1 up on yellow, and I move 1 up on blue stripy over there. I now get 3 points at the end of the game, in those 2, and of course you score up those as well. Now, what happens? These are all going to move along, and then you're going to populate again. So every single turn, this is going to refill. Now, the only thing I haven't done, because it does depend on the number of players, is place out these little towel markers. So if you happen to be playing this as a 2, then you won't be playing these. Either 3, you're going to place out 2 of these out. As 4, again, you're placing out stuff as well. So these are going to go out here. Can you see these little shell icons? And they're going to go out as such. Although that's slightly different. I believe they are like that and like this. But you can double check. Ultimately, for some reason, I guess it's to balance, they have deliberately placed them out at certain locations. So actually orange go here and blue go on yellow. I'll explain how that works in a moment, but let's just say someone else has taken their turn, it's back to my turn, and let's just say on my turn I can either take a towel or I can take all of the money on here. There's only 6 tokens for money, so I'll say for some reason I'm going to do this. Might be a bit mad, but I'm going to do this. Again, only one thing matches, so I move at 1 again on blue. Again, end of your turn, everything repopulates again. And imagine it comes back to my turn again, and for some reason, I am going to take money. Again, 2 actions, either take money or I can place a towel. So I've got money back. Now it's my turn again, after someone else has been. And let's say I try and complete this bit. So let's look over here. For whatever reason, I could do this, but let's just say, let's try and complete this. Oh, actually, both of them are horrible. So good thing I've got some cash. So I'm going to spend that cash. It's going to go over here, and it's going to match up here, which gives me just 1 movement up on blue, but I also get that token, which I just removed. I can't see where I just put it, but I'll be taking off that token. I think it's down here. And as you can see, that goes down in the slot. This will give me 2 points at the end of the game for having one of those places taken. If I get another one, then I'm going to get 5 points. If I get a third one, I get 9 points. And the same works for these like purpley looking pearls as well. So this is going to continue going on until eventually someone has placed out their 12th towel, and that triggers the final round. So if you're the start player, you go to the end. If you're the last player, for example, well, that would be it. So how does it work? Well, in terms of scoring, you're then going to count up how many points you got here, how many points you got on the board, and if for some reason you happen to have done something which it doesn't work right now, but let's just say it was upside down, but of course you can't have them upside down, so maybe I can find one in the bag quickly. If you find one that makes you go out for the time being, then you're going to have to place out a -1 here. So in the scoring over here, you score here, and then you score your -1s. And there you go, you can of course bring it back up again. If you can never match anything over here, of course you've got 2 going on here, then what's going to happen is, for some reason you can't go, you're going to take a tile from anywhere up here, you can pick whichever one you like, and you're going to place it right in the center. Okay, you will not get any of these bonus points, you do not get any movement points, that allows you to reset. So this game is sort of about maybe connecting up these. In the last game I played as a 3, only all but 2 were taken, so it's quite even in that respect. Some people had 3s of these, sometimes they didn't. I happened to win the last game by a few points. I don't know what I did better than anybody else, perhaps. I made sure I was always going to chuck stuff out. And that's the game. So what do I think of it? Well, it's very colourful, very pretty. Again, Maui is just a place, which happens to work in this instance, a nice name. Again, it's 4 letters long, I completely get that. In terms of the interaction, so you do need to keep an eye out. So maybe I want to go here, because I now know that both of those will combo. Equally, at a higher player count, all those things are going to keep on changing, which is a bit tricky to keep an eye on. So you're going to play with what you have. With only $6 yes, you can go over here, but then you are limited, because suddenly you cannot go again. So it is something to be aware of. How do I compare it to, say, Azul? I prefer Azul a lot more, at least a 9 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with this game, but there's just nothing that draws me back to wanting to play it again, and that's just the nature of it, really. Nothing really gets knocked. Again, there is some interaction because you might want to stop someone from taking it, but generally speaking, I think it's more advantageous for you to take it yourself. The size of the box is fine. It doesn't need to have any recess boards. The pieces are fine. But obviously this red and that red are very similar colours. So never play with those unless you're playing as a 4. I had read it's best as a 2. I think it worked fine. I think regardless of player count, to be honest, like I said, it's a bit more crazy as a 3. Look forward to trying it again as a 2 though, and seeing how that goes in terms of, I guess, different opponents and stuff like that. This only just fits in this bag. I kind of wish it's always a bit of a stress thing to try and get it all in here, so this does worry me a little bit. Any comments? Again, I mentioned about the commenting here. Please do like, share and subscribe. There are daily videos for many years now. I look forward to bringing you another video. And yeah, everything does kind of fit in. You just have to make sure that you get it in the right orientation. I do like Next Move. I look forward to checking out other stuff that they are bringing out. And obviously bringing that to you as well. So there we are, that has been Maui. So I hope you found that of interest. More stuff still to go on. I think I might put that underneath here. But thanks again for watching. I'm going to speak to you again very soon. But for now, just time to say, back to the table.